What's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome to Riley's World, the ultimate soccer hub for jaw-dropping goals, tips, and much breakdown. We cover everything, the beautiful game of soccer for people. Whether you're here to learn, cheer, or to get inspired, you're in the right place. Kick off your soccer journey or football, any which one you want to call it, with us. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the thing. Pick up on the damn self. What's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to be here again. You know what I mean? It's a pleasure to be here again, man. Doing the damn thing. Nikolai, big up yourself. Nikolai, big up yourself. How are you, my bro? How are you, my bro? We're here doing the thing, doing what we do. You know what I mean? Enjoying ourselves. And just loving football. You get me? Yeah, man. Enjoying ourselves and just loving football. That is it. Lots of stories today, especially Arsenal. We haven't had no Arsenal story in a couple of days. We just struggling. As Arsenal fans, we're here struggling. You know what I mean? Nico said, doing good, my team. Liverpool winning 3-0 at half time. And Suns, it was 1-1. It wasn't 3-0. You think I was watching the game? It was watching the game. At halftime, it was 1-1, not 3-0. It was 1-1, right? Yeah. Wasn't it? I don't remember. What game was I watching then? Anyway, congratulations to your team. Congratulations to your team winning at halftime and Sun score. Congratulations to your team, man. Oh, okay. It was wrong game. It was Sunderland game I was watching. My bad, Nico, my bad. It was Sunderland game I was watching. Yeah, I was watching the Sunderland and Newcastle game. I remember now. My memory's back. My memory is back. It was the Sunderland and Newcastle game for sure. Yeah, so I don't even know how that game finished. I don't even know that game finished. That game was 1-1 at halftime. Newcastle was cruising and Sunderland came back and hit. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sunderland hit back. I didn't get to finish watching the game. You know, the game was kind of dead as well, so I didn't want to get into that either. You know? So yeah. Yeah, lots of interesting stories doing the rounds today. As we mentioned earlier on, that Diamande, the battle for Diamande is on. You know what I mean? People, no joke about it. The battle for Diamande is on. New Real Madrid and PSG. Two big giants. You know what I mean? Two big giants. You know what I mean? Two of the biggest giants in their own world. PSG are the biggest giant over France, and Real Madrid are the biggest giant in Spain. You get me? So two of the biggest giants battling out for a bright shining star. You know what I mean? In Diamande. PSG had an agreement with Diamande for a long time, weeks. PSG come back. You know the same thing will happen with it's the same Jackie. It's the same thing what happened with Arsenal and Morgan Rogers. We had an agreement with the player for weeks. You know what I mean? But we were reluctant to pay the money that Aston Villa wanted. And our reluctance cost us to lose out on the player. It's the same goddamn thing with PSG right now. PSG was reluctant to pay the money that Leipzig, right? Yeah, that Leipzig wanted. And it's going to cost them to miss out right now on the player. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same situation. It is said that Real Madrid bid 90 plus 10 first, it was rejected, was deemed not enough. You know what I mean? It was rejected, and they went back, they went all in. Jose Mourinho is said to be very, very keen to get this player as a part of his unit. Now, 130 mil is what's going around that Real Madrid is expected to bid in order to convince Leipzig for this kid to move and come to Real Madrid, right? The situation that PSG had in mind was that they were going to buy this kid and loan him back, right? That was the intention, to buy him and then loan him back to Red Bull Leipzig. But it is said that Diamande is not interested in a loan move back. He wants to move and he wants to get integrated into his team immediately. You know what I mean? So the little deal that PSG think them had when them go get the player and let him talk back, you know what I mean, just to cushion the situation, that is no more. That is no more. Manchester City had inquired. I think Manchester City bid 100 mil, that was rebuffed, just like every other 100 mil. Arsenal had inquired, but it is said that Diamande let his agent know that he is not, yeah, y'all hearing me right, he is not entertaining any English club. Yes, people. That's why he's not entertaining an English club. So he wants to go either to the French giant, or the Spanish giant. He ain't trying to go to no English giants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Their man they going to Madrid will be interesting. Very, very much so. That's an interesting thing. So he was told his agent that he doesn't want to entertain any bid from England. You know what I mean? And he's now locked in and focused, waiting on Real Madrid to finalize. Or PSG, I would suggest, because they also have an agreement. But Real Madrid is now the front runner to sign Diamande. And it is said that PSG is aggressively trying to get back into the fold of what's going on. But y'all know, when Real Madrid step in, and when Real Madrid starts showing interest, you know what I mean? It's almost over. You know what I mean? It's almost over. That's just the bigness of a club like Real Madrid. You get me? So yeah. Really, do you think that Liverpool get Barcola? I'm not sure how interested you guys are in Barcola. You know what I mean? It depends on how much you guys want it. You know what I mean? If Arsenal is not interested in him, which Arsenal have not really shown any interest besides media talk, to be honest with you, I think you guys are the only one that's really up for it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? You guys, it's been you and us. You know what I mean? And our interest is really just media talk. You know what I mean? Arsenal haven't showed no concrete interest in Barcola since the transfer window started. But rumors are going around that we are interested, and we've been interested in Barcola, but there's no concrete interest in it at all. Diamande will go to Madrid. Watch, I think it's basically a guarantee. As I said, a club like Real Madrid come on, and they started showing interest in a 19-year-old like Diamande. You know what I mean? He's gonna choose the Spanish giant. We're talking about Real Madrid, the people. We're talking about Real Madrid. If every kid's dream to play for the club, you know what I mean? Every footballer, you know what I mean? Dream, I guess, to play for the club. So, Diamande, he was entertaining our English team, and when Real Madrid come around, he swiftly agreed terms with Real Madrid, just waiting on us to finalize those situations now. And as far as the whole aspect is concerned, Real Madrid are now the front runners, you know what I mean? And PSG desperately trying to get back in line, or trying to get back in pole position to get the player. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. Blah in the building. Big up, blah, blah. What's up? How you doing? We're right here, man, doing the thing, doing the thing, doing the thing. Doing good. Liverpool win, so I'm happy. Yeah. A club named Birmingham. Birmingham, that's from England, right? Say a club named Birmingham. That club is, that's how small that club is? Yeah, Birmingham, that's from England. That's an English club. Uh, what's your score prediction? Yeah, so we are following that one closely to see which team, which one of these fantastic clubs is going to be the one that is going to take Diamante's signature. You know what I mean? We're following fantastically. But let me say, a 19-year-old, because that's what it is. It's a 19-year-old kid. For a 19-year-old kid to be valued at over $100 million, you know what I mean? And not only just valued at over $100 million, for a 19-year-old kid to be valued over $100 million, to have two of the best clubs in football fighting literally for it, for its signature. That he must feel like he's on top of the world right now. You know what I mean? And he gets to choose which one he wants to go. That must be fantastic. That must be fantastic. So, you know what I mean? Let's see how this one plays out. You know what I mean? PSG ain't no smoke. You know what I mean? PSG are the champions of the world. Remember, PSG are the Champions League winner. PSG have them dirty money. Don't forget that either. You know what I mean? PSG is strapped with cash. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a bidding war, PSG got it. So I think it, you know what I mean, goes down to the preference of the player. To be honest, I think that's what it really comes down to, the preference of the player. So yeah, let's see. Mr. Fabrizio Romano said he's not expecting that one to linger forever. You know what I mean? He's expecting that one to wrap up over the course of the week, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He's expecting that one to be wrapped up over the course of the week because of how far ahead Real Madrid is right now with the situation. So yeah, it's another hijack. This transfer window is full of hijacks. You know what I mean? Full of hijacks. I don't think we're done it. I don't think we're done it. Pay close attention to Arsenal and Barcelona fight over Julian Alvarez as well. That might be another hijack. Because Arsenal just might hijack that deal, because I don't see Barcelona getting through to Atletico Madrid, which is where the problem really is. Julian Alvarez had made personal terms and all of that shit long time ago with Barcelona. But Atletico Madrid is adamant that they are not selling the player to Barcelona. So yeah, keep a close eye on that. I've been saying, I think every single time I get a chance, Arsenal linking around this situation got to mean that there's something about this deal that only Berta knows. You know what I mean? And he's just waiting on his moment, on his opportunity, so he can pull the trigger on something that, you know what I mean? You remember Berta was the one that bought Julian Alvarez. You know what I mean? So he should know the ins and outs of this deal. So I think I think that's what we're really waiting on. So we will see. We will see. Guys, remember to like the channel, please. Remember to like the channel, man. Put a like on the channel. Diamante is living the life he has to pick between one of the best teams right now or the greatest team of all time. I'm telling you, that life, that's some good life. You get me? Yeah, man, that's some good life. Trust me. He could either go to the best team in England of all time if he wants. All the top clubs are after this kid. Every single one of the top clubs after this kid. You know what I mean? He pretty much can choose any team he really wants to go for. Any team. That's a luxury. That's a luxury. Okay, I'm going to go for a bit, Riley. I'll be back, but I'm going to watch the match. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah. So that's the situation with Diamande. Um, and let's see, let's follow the situation into tomorrow, and we will see what is next for Diamande and Real Madrid. All right, people. So our next topic, Bruno Guimaraes. Reports from Fabrizio is that Bruno Guimaraes and Arsenal might get intensified. You know what I mean? It is said that Arteta wants Bruno. You know what I mean? Arteta needs Bruno. It is said that Arsenal are intensifying their pursuit of Bruno Guimaraes. It is said that Arsenal are going all in. Now, let me tell you something. When you hear somebody club go all in to get a player, that is serious. That is serious. When you hear that Arsenal going all in to get that player, that means that guess what? They're going to spend the money. They are going to spend the money, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Spending cash. Arsenal and spending cash not go well together. You know, Arsenal and spending money not go well together so easy. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear that Arsenal go all in for this player, it is getting serious because Mikel Arteta love this player and he want this player. And I think this player is a perfect fit for Arsenal Football Club as well. Do not mind the price tag. Do not mind the player age. You know what I mean? Quality speaks for itself. Quality speaks over quantity. And this player have quality. Nobody can go around that. And say it really sucks that we're being used for a contract renewal battle between Madrid and Vini. I disagree. Let me tell you why I disagree. Because it's not Vini agent or anyone in Vini camp put out the situation that Arsenal are interested in Vini. You know what I mean? It's something that was discussed in Arsenal boardroom. You know what I mean? It's something that was discussed in the Arsenal hierarchies. Arsenal was discussing the situation, a possible move for Vini Jr. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a PR stunt. It wasn't a PR stunt. Yes, it's a contract standoff going on over there. And yes, people might look into the situation and they might be saying, yo, you know what I mean? I wanted this a PR stunt. I wanted Vini people do this so that Vini can get the contract we want and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I doubt it. I doubt it because it's something that is being discussed in Arsenal about Vini. It's not something that is being discussed in Vini's camp about Arsenal. Are they putting that out there to the media? You get what I'm saying? It was put out here by David Austin. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. Brother, when he put out news, if you don't go so, you go closer so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't think it's a situation where Vinny are trying to get a contract or I try to get a contract that you want from Real Madrid. So in people just put out some fake news, say, yo, guess what? Put out the Arsenal interested and because Arsenal want a winger. You know what I mean? It is widely known that we want a winger. We want a special left side winger. You know what I mean? And Vinny fit the profile. So I don't know. People might be saying what they're saying, but I don't think it's a situation where it's a PR stunt. I honestly don't see it as a PR stunt. I just think Arsenal are looking at their contract situation with it, and they are trying to explore the weakness that's there to explore. You get me? So, yeah, but we'll see if that's the situation and how it going to turn out. Speaking about contract situation now, Vini Jr., me want to know what reality Vini Jr. live in. Why he feel like he can demand such a massive salary. It is said that Vini Jr. is holding Real Madrid hostage for $500,000 salary a week. Jesus, please. Yo, that alone no makes her. You know what I mean? That alone no makes $500,000 the man want to re-sign for Real Madrid. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Let me hear what others have to say. Let me hear what others have to say. Right? Vinny is refusing a high wage offer from Madrid and asking for even more wage than we will ever give. That is what I'm talking about, general. That is what I'm talking about. Vinny is asking for $500,000 salary. That means that Vinny will become one of the highest paid player in the world. And that's a madness. That's a crazy money. My thing is this. He probably wants to leave. He probably might just want to leave. Because for you to have asked for money in that caliber, you know what I mean? $500,000. You must have scored 3 goals every time you play, bro. Every time you play, you must have scored a trick. You know what I mean? You must sell about $1 million jerseys a deal to get them the money there. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy, crazy money. So my thing is, I wonder if Vinny wants to leave. You know what I mean? Or he might try to get paid for all of the abuse where you get a Spain. Because he been through a lot, don't get it wrong. Vinny been through a lot over Spain. You know what I mean? Yeah, he been through a lot over there. So guess what? If never put up with this for the next 5 years, it have worthwhile. Then that will come to the conclusion about him. If I'm going to put up with all this abuse for the next 5 years, it got to worth my time. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? That might be the reason why this contract situation is like this. You know what I mean? Or, as I said, Vinny might just want to leave. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, Vinny might just ready to leave. The only way we sign him is if we give him full image rights for jersey sales to cover his wages. It's the same thing I mentioned today. Person was asking, how is it that Arsenal are going to afford Vinny wages? You know what I mean? And I'm saying that they might give him not full, but a percentage of his image right on his shirts. You know what I mean? That can come up to the salary that he's asking for with whatever they are paying him. You know what I mean? So in that case, that will make Vinny have to play pretty much my play for him pay, because he have to play damn good to keep on selling shirts. You know what I mean? By the way, it's not rocket science. If Vinny come on Arsenal tomorrow, Vinny shirt sales are go through the roof. You know what I'm saying? It's honesty. If Vinny comes to Arsenal tomorrow, his shirt sales is gonna go through the roof. Factual. You understand? Yeah, factual. So let's see how they want to out, and let's see what Vinny Junior's story is mad, you know what I mean? And the links now, I mean, like I like the links, but with the story situation, I do not understand how Arsenal is a structured club. You know what I mean? We're not break with structure, really and truly with nobody. And if we start Vinny and appeal to Vinny demand, we're not only breaking our structure, people, we're demolishing it. We're dismantling it. You know what I mean? We're putting a never land, taking out existence. That's pretty much what we would be doing if we were to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's a mad thought. You know what I mean? Crazy thought. You even think. And after that, something like that does happen, that will be probably the greatest transfer in the Premier League, the Premier League history. I would think. You know what I mean? That would be a ridiculous transfer. That transfer would be crazy. You know what I mean? That would be like one of the maddest transfer in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? And that will put some respect on Arsenal as far as situations are concerned. It's not showing so clear. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with this Wi-Fi at a certain point. You know, at a certain point, this Wi-Fi just feel like say it want just mess with people. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out along the way. I just ate this. Arsenal are waiting to see what the club does. Sentence. It is just like Julian Alvarez, where we wait to see what Atletico do, and the same for Vini to see what Madrid and him do. Yeah, it's a waiting game for Arsenal with these players. You know what I mean? And it's two special players as well. You get me? It's two special players as well. Imagine waiting around to figure out the first choice players go reject in order for you to get what you need to get. You know what I'm saying? Imagine waiting around to see that to see if that happens. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. But there are the players that can make a difference in us being runners up again in the Champions League or us winning the Champions League outright this time around. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. As don't move it. Let me see if I can fix this Wi-Fi for a second, bro. Don't know if I hide behind the Wi-Fi, it's just not working. So. Yes, people, I'm back. Let me see if it's working better now. You know what I mean? Let me see if the Wi-Fi situation I work better now. Trying to see if I can get this Wi-Fi up and running because it makes for the stream. You get me? Yeah, it makes for the stream. Yeah, so the situation is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Julian Alvarez is a waiting game. You get me? It's a waiting game with Julian Alvarez. And it seems like it's a waiting game right now with Vini Jr. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So something got to give. You know what I mean? Let's see where the breaking point is. Let's see where the breaking point is. We have to fix and get better in what we do. We have to fix and get better in buying players. We have to fix and get better in selling players. You know what I mean? We're struggling. We're far behind. You know what I'm saying? And we have to catch up. You know what I mean? We have to catch up. We need to catch up. You know what I mean? We need to catch up. We cannot afford to not be in pole position to be considered when players like Diamande start coming through the ranks and want a proper move to a club. We need to be a part of those clubs in consideration to sign these young talents. You know what I mean? Instead of them saying, oh, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. You get me? So we have a lot of work to do to catch up with the likes of Barcelona and PSG. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do to catch up with them. But we have to do it nevertheless. It has to be done. You know what I'm saying? It has to be done. So I understand the waiting game and it's kind of stressful, you know what I mean? Because you have to be sitting around waiting on players to be available. You know what I mean? Why can't you just be like one of them big giants and just go and take a player, make them available? You know what I'm saying? So these are some situations that we're looking at and we're analyzing and we're talking about. You understand me? But it is what it is. We're just coming back to the peak of football as Arsenal. You know what I mean? We just win the Premier League after 22 years. You get me? We're just coming back to dominancy. You get me? So probably give us another year or two winning this trophy again and making this work again. and then we will probably have a different story. We'll probably sing a different song. You know what I mean? But for right now, the best players wants to go elsewhere. And we have to be settling for some players. A lot of players, they always say that Arsenal get phone calls on a daily basis. Everybody wants to come to Arsenal. You know what I mean? I guess we see now it's not everybody. But I guess we are attracting a lot of good players, nevertheless. But we want to attract all the great players. That's what we want to do. You know what I mean? We want to attract all the great players. So let's see if we can fix these things that's going on and just get better in selling and buying good players. You know what I mean? Big up Chris, everybody, good morning. Just woke up. You're living the life. What time is it over there, Chris? About 9 o'clock in the morning? You're at about 9 o'clock now? Chris dropping them gold coins in the chat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, man. Support as usual, you know. Mad respect. 8 o'clock. You wake up at 8 in the morning, Chris. That's some life, bro. That's some life. That's some life. You know what I mean? Yeah, but those are what's going on with us. You know what I mean? Bruno is a hot topic. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what development it said that Arsenal go back here with a bid. You know what I mean? I don't even know if we had bid the 70 mil. Did we even bid the 70 mil that we said we were going to bid? What was the situation with that 70 mil? I don't know. What was the situation with that 70 mil. Did we do it or did we not do it? What was the outcome? You know what I mean? I heard that we were going to have a really heard that we did. We hear that it would not have been enough, so it would have been pointless to even bid it in the first place. You know what I mean? That's what was being said. So did Arsenal regroup and decide to guess what? We're going to just go with 81 time and done. You know what I mean? Just spend the 80 on Bruno. Just spend the 80 on Bruno and just get the damn thing done. You know what I mean? We have to step up. The market this season is crazy already. You know what I mean? It's done crazy. It's done mad. What we are going to do for carry back? We can't do nothing. We cannot sit down and watch all these players getting bigger and better. And because we are pinch penny. You know what I mean? We get left behind. And what going to happen is when we go and try to catch up, it's going to be too late. We cannot afford that on us. So we have to do better than what we're doing right now in terms of transfer. And I mean, got to. No Vini for Arsenal, Vini staying. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because Vini and Real Madrid is at a standstill right now, Chris. You know what I mean? Vini and Real Madrid is at a standstill right now. Vini not budging, Real Madrid not budging. Vini determined that he wants $500,000 a week to stay at Real Madrid. Real Madrid determined that they're not paying it. Right? I think the situation is what going to break the ice. I think that's what going to break the ice because they're going to acquire talent. You know what I mean? And they're going to pay him not even a fraction of what Vini is demanding. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what really going to break the ice in that scenario. If the Diamante situation comes through, I think Vini is out. Bro. I think Vini is out. I think he can pack his bags. Yeah, man, he can pack his bags if Rema just signed Diamante, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, a player is a talent and a player can be fantastic, but no player is bigger than the club that they play for. You know what I mean? Always remember that. No matter how good a player is, no player is going to be as big as the club that they play for. And Vini is huge, but Real Madrid is way bigger than Vini. You know what I'm saying? So, if he wants out, all they're going to do is replace him. Tons of teams are there that will pick him up. You know what I mean? Tons of teams are there. That wage that he's demanding it's not going to be possible. Nobody's going to pay that. Nobody. And this is going to go to Saudi. I don't even know if they're going to pay that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know if they're going to pay that. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy money. $500,000 is crazy money. And that's after tax too. You know what I mean? Tax is not from that. That's after tax. So, it's not ideal. It's not sustainable. You know what I mean? For English clubs. It's not sustainable for Arsenal. You know what I mean? It's not. Then go have to hustle on the side to pay that salary. Yeah, so I know two Brazilian, the center attraction right now for Arsenal football club. Two Brazilian. You know what I mean? Two giants in their own rights. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, two giants in their own rights. But as I said, where there's a will, there's a way. I still tell you, and I maintain what I said. Arsenal have something special in store. Arsenal going to do something nice. Arsenal going to do something special in this transfer window. So don't up your eyes. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Stay focused. You know what I mean? Stay focused. It's not the best situation right now that we Arsenal fans are in, but it's still not the worst. We're still the champions. So whenever we think that we're going through a bad patch of time, we can just remember we're still the champions and put a smile on our face, right? Yes, we can do it. We can do the damn thing. You know what I mean? We can remember that we're still the champions and put a smile on our face. But if y'all listen to Riley's word, you know what I mean? If y'all need positiveness, you know what I mean? If y'all need to remember why you love this club and all of that, y'all need to subscribe to Riley's World channel, because you're not really gonna hear me over here downgrading and degrading my team. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep on telling you that, hey, guess what? Chill, relax. Arsenal gonna pull a rabbit or two out of a hat for this season. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Chelsea got the set price coach. Set piece, sorry. Chelsea got the set piece coach from Aston Villa. Okay, congratulations. I wish you all the best. You know what I mean? I wish you all the best. Big up everyone in chat. Big up Rasta, man. Big up Rasta. How you feeling, bro? Big up your damn self. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Right here. So yeah, Chelsea got the set piece coach from, as I said, last season, when the set piece situation had gone, everybody said Arsenal kill football. You know what I mean? Arsenal this, Arsenal that. We see Tuchel use it in the World Cup, and a lot of teams use it in the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that we invented it, because Stoke City will come in with a long ball set piece situation. And Stoke used to be, you know what I mean? And all of that. But we started putting in the work and we mastered it. You know what I mean? And it was a major part of our league triumph. You know what I mean? It was huge in what we did to win the league. So everybody realized that being an all-round team is very, very important. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to score from set piece when you can't break on a low block. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to score from all aspects of the game. So I guess set piece coaches are as important now as every other coach. Isn't that funny? That is something. Yeah, man. Aston Villa scored the second most goal from set piece last season. Chris, y'all know Chelsea work. Chelsea gonna get good people and turn them in a bomb. That's what Chelsea do. When Alonso leaves Chelsea, might as well retire, because Chelsea gonna match him up. Yeah, that's Chris. You know me not lie. He's my boy, but you know I ain't lying, Chris. When Alonso leaves Chelsea, might as well retire, man. Chelsea gonna retire just like they did everybody else. That's just how Chelsea work. Chelsea is just Chelsea. I mean, so the teams actually getting some players this season. I mean, they might get some good players. You know? Yeah, they might get some good players this season. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what's going on with them. This Chelsea is different. It starts off a new era under Xavi. We will see. We're here to watch it. We're here to watch, criticize, and banter. You know what I mean? We ain't scared. We're not scared. We're here to do that. We're going to watch, we're going to criticize, and we're going to show some banter. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're about. That's what we're about. So we're going to see if Chelsea makes sense. Or might as well end up relegated and done or something. No. But we're going to see. Let's see if Chelsea going to do the right thing. I never like the appointment of Xabi Alonso for Chelsea, to be honest with you. If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you. I did not like the appointment of Xabi Alonso for Chelsea. Because what that means is this. That means Chelsea finally hire someone with sense. You know what I mean? Because Xabi Alonso is not a coach. Xabi Alonso is a manager. And being a manager of a football club, that means you help to make decisions. You are a part of decisions making. You know what I mean? And that's a problem. All Chelsea needed was a manager with a head pounding body. You know what I mean? I like the puppets that Chelsea used to hire. Because the club just buy whatever player they want to buy and give to them. And then I could try to fit it and make it work. You know what I'm saying? But this appointment from Chelsea to hire Xabi Alonso is kind of a scary appointment. Because that means Chelsea team will now have some structure. And you can see it in the signings that are going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, they may still have some of them little stupid tricks up them sleeve, like going for the players for Arsenal or go for, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. There's still their tricks there up their sleeve, but they can do whatever they want to do. They have money to burn and overpaying for them. Let me not forget that part. Going for the players and overpaying for them. You know what I mean? But they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? It's their money. Let them burn it. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, this Xabi Alonso appointment is dangerous. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous appointment for the league. You know what I mean? Because Xabi is smart. It was a dumb choice to sign for Chelsea. As smart as he is, he still make dumb decisions. You know what I mean? He's a smart guy, and he signed for Chelsea. That was a dumb decision. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But he gonna turn that club around. You understand me? We're also going for another star signing. You'll get no in a few days. Yeah, y'all want a midfielder. I think y'all want what? Another midfielder? Yeah, I think y'all trying to get a midfielder. A DM. I think y'all trying to get a DM. That's why y'all was talking about being linked to Bruno. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I think y'all searching for a DM. Yeah, I know, man. I see what's going on. As I said, it's a dangerous appointment when Xabi was hired, because now he's going to turn around this club. And Chelsea, with the money that they have, with a proper manager, is a dangerous aspect. Very, very dangerous. You know what I mean? Very, very dangerous. So let's see. Chelsea throw money like it's free. You know? Don't forget that. They throw money around like it's free. We'll take Bruno, don't worry. You guys keep dealing with hijack. We'll hijack the deal. Now, Bruno has his mind set on playing Champions League, bro. Bruno is 29. I think Bruno gonna wait and y'all project to materialize for the next 3 years before he can play Champions League when he's what? 32? Nah, bro. Bruno is 29 years old, man. Bruno's trying to win now. He ain't trying to do a project. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to do another project like what he's dealing with at Newcastle right now. He's been the face of the project at Newcastle for all on 4 years and still nothing. He ain't trying to do that. As good as you guys are signing right now, you guys are still just projects. You know what I mean? You guys are still just a project. Even Rodgers had the mindset when Arsenal were going for him, but Chelsea took over. Chelsea never took over. Chelsea was smart in making a deal with Aston Villa. You know what I mean? Including Garnacho in that deal. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Chelsea moved smart. You know what I mean? And the pay structure and all of that. You know what I mean? Aston Villa wanted all of those situations. You know? So it was a situation where y'all put up 117 mil and y'all said to Arsenal, match it. You know what I mean? Aston Villa said to Arsenal, match it, and Arsenal said no. And we walked away. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We do best. We walk away. We ain't scared to walk away. We will not be held ransom for nothing. So we walked away. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. You understand? So we're not worried about what's going on right now. As I tell people, stay focused and keep your eyes on Arsenal. Don't follow the noise around. Keep your eyes on Arsenal. Arsenal is a club that we support in, and Arsenal is a club that can do us justice. And we're going to see. It's coming. It is coming. We have them. We gave them Garnacho and looking to give them Nico Jackson for exactly. So pretty much the money that it's like the situation with Aston Villa and Chelsea is like y'all swap one player for two. It's like they gave you Rodgers and you're giving them Nico and Garnacho. So the money pretty much spits right back out right there. You know what I'm saying? So those were the situation. That was a deal that was going on. Plus, come on, Rodgers may be linked to Arsenal and they may want to come to Arsenal and stuff like that. But who's going to turn on the opportunity of being the most expensive player in England? He wasn't going to turn that down. He wasn't going to turn that down. We outplayed you guys in the transfer window. Y'all did your thing. Y'all did your thing. It was a good bargain price with Aston Villa. They needed players. You know what I mean? So y'all did your thing. That's just how the market works. It's not illegal. It's just smart. It's okay. You didn't really outplay us. Y'all just came to the table with a proper arrangement. You know what I mean? It's smart on Chelsea and Aston Villa part to come up with a deal like that. You get me? So it's not a 2-for-1 bundle, but it's okay. It's okay. No love loss. No love loss. As I said, you see the caliber players that we're linked to. You know what I mean? The Vini and them. You know what I mean? So we will be fine. We will be fine. We will regroup and we will be back. Definitely regroup and be back. You know what I mean? So yeah. Guys, remember to put a like on the channel if you're here, alright? It doesn't take anything to put a like on the channel, so just go ahead and put a like on the channel for me. We are talking about football, bantering about football as well the best that we can. So yeah. After our preseason, we will also look for a goalkeeper. We have 3 options: Diego Costa, Unai Simeon, and Martinez. Yeah, y'all might be able to get Martinez for real because, as I said, Aston Villa is in a dire situation right now. So they need some cheddar. They need some cheddar to balance their book. Yeah, they need some cheddar to balance their book, and I think that's what they're working on. It sucks that they have to be selling all their good players. You know what I mean? It does suck that they have to be selling all their good players, but I guess it is what it is, right? Yeah, it is what it is. You can't beat them and join them. You know? Yeah, you can't beat them and join them. So that's what's going on right now with Aston Villa. There's not a lot of other news fishing around, to be honest. Not a lot of other news around fishing around. The only top stories that came out tonight was that Arsenal prioritized Bruno. Mikel Arteta loved him. Mikel Arteta wanted him at Arsenal. You know what I mean? And Mikel Arteta is going to make sure, go all in to make sure he gets him at Arsenal. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. No one bid for Enzo. His valuation set at 120. Now, y'all going to keep him until the contract run down. Because ain't nobody paying that for Enzo. If y'all cut that in half, y'all might get some inquiries. You know what I mean? But nobody paid 120 for Enzo. Nobody even paid close to that, bro. Nobody even paid close to that. You know what I mean? Y'all always overpay on players and then expect to sell them back for the same amount of money or more. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Enzo is nowhere near that money. So, I guess he's going to be staying at Chelsea. Yeah, he's going to be staying at Chelsea for real. 120 million. That's crazy. That's crazy money. And it doesn't matter if it's euro or pound. Any which way you take it's still too much. That's still a lot of money to burn. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Selling Chalaba for 30 mil. Where is he going? Where would Chalaba be going? Well, you have bought enough players over the past, whenever, you know what I mean, to be able to sell players now. You know what I mean, going to Como. Okay. Doesn't Chelsea and Como have a practice game as well? Don't they have a practice game coming up? I think I see them with a practice game coming up, right? I think I see them with a practice game coming up. Let me see if any game's going on now so I can give you guys an update on it. Games. Check in on if any games going on right now, people. Nottingham Forest, 6 a.m. What date is it? Oh, that's tomorrow. So I have no games right now, actually. None of my feeds are showing me any games right now, to be honest. The games are tomorrow. All these games are tomorrow. Rangers, West Ham. Chelsea playing Western Sydney. Yeah, Chelsea playing Western Sydney on the 28th. You know what I mean? Yeah, on the 28th, you guys are playing Western Sydney. Aston Villa also playing Real Sociedad on that same 28th. Tottenham playing Sydney on the 29th. Tottenham and Chelsea, that's interesting. August 1st. Tottenham and Chelsea going head to head. I wonder what time that is. Tottenham and Chelsea going head to head August 1st. That's a very, very interesting game. You understand? Yeah, that's an interesting game. North London Derby in a pre-season. Yeah. Arsenal game is not on this thing that I'm on right now. So Arsenal game, you have to Arsenal sell a package for their game. You know what I mean? Arsenal just making money right through. Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid. That's an interesting game. Real Madrid versus Fiorentina. Oh yeah, here's the Arsenal game. Girona versus Arsenal. That's our got there. Okay, so Arsenal is back again. Back again and making sense this time. You get me? Yeah, man. We have our game against West Ham, Sydney, Spurs, Juventus, AC Milan, and Jor, Darrell, and a friendly against Real Sociedad on the 15th. Yeah, guys, you guys have a packed schedule. You know what I mean? You guys doing your thing. Yeah, man, you guys have a packed schedule, man. We played a behind closed door game today, probably yesterday for some of you guys. But we played a behind closed door game. And our new player, Christopher Zollis, impressed. Yeah, Christopher Zollis impressed. He got his first assist. It was just a closed door practice game. He got his first assist. He got his first assist. So that's good. It did the ground running. That is super. That is good. We beaten Arsenal this season. Don't let me laugh, man. Chris, don't let me laugh, man. We run like that. We don't run it. Chelsea Stadium belong to us, remember? Chelsea Stadium belong to us. That's a fact. Okay? Yeah. We beat y'all every single time. When was the last time y'all beat Arsenal? Y'all forget? Y'all forget? It's been a while. Don't say no. It's been a while. Yeah. You got no winger, no replacement for Saliba. So you don't rate our wingers. You don't rate our wingers. That's what you're saying. You don't rate Saka. We're gonna have wingers before the transfer with the finishing. We're gonna have wingers before the transfer with the finishment. So don't worry. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. Big up yourself, Yalab. Juma. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. You're right here doing some football. Let us know what team you support while they're there in the chat. You understand? Yeah, so that's not what team you support while they're there. So we can see that we're getting it together. Soccer is good. What about the others? Yeah, they're good too. You know what I mean? We just buy Christopher Gonzalez. I was just telling about Christopher Gonzalez. So we just buy Christopher Gonzalez. Right? And we're going to buy another winger. For sure. You know what I mean? We will be buying another winger. I'm just looking at David Johnson to play Tala son in Black Panther 3. Yeah, I gotta read up on that. This thing takes some time, man. You know what I mean? They were taking their time in bringing this out. You know what I mean? So Black Panther 3 seems like it's gonna be on its way, people. Yeah. Seems like it's gonna be on its way. Been waiting on this Black Panther. I probably think Barcola will be going to Liverpool, but let's see. I think Barcola goes to Liverpool. As I said, Liverpool is the only club out of Barcola right now, to be honest with you. Liverpool is the only club out of Barcola right now. You know what I mean? So why not? They haven't even made a bid for it yet. They should. They should, because no other club has really done any serious inquiry about it yet. And I mean, no other club has done any serious inquiry about this Barcola situation as yet. So we need to see what that's about. And yeah, as I said, they're the only club in the running for it. So they need to just do what they're doing and see if they can get themselves over the line with that. So, yes, people. So, this is what we're about today. So, the Real Madrid kit. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that yet. Arsenal kit was fire. You know what I mean? Arsenal kit is fire. For sure, for sure, for sure. They have gone green this time. It looks good. Yeah, green is different. The green is different. That's their away kit. What am I talking about? Gotta be their away kit. The Real Madrid are a white team, so it gotta be their away kit. Gotta be. But yeah. Ah, anyway, Chris, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you sticking out. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in. You know what I mean? It's been okay. It's been okay. It's been good. It's been good. We're reaching our goals. You know what I mean? I try to make sure that I let you guys know how well we're doing and all of that. You know what I mean? You guys support have been good. You know what I mean? It means a lot to the channel, helping it grow and get it to where it needs to get. You know what I mean? We get in there. We get in there. We get in there. For sure, we get in there. Football is back next week. Actually, we're just talking about the preseason. So preseason already started for some clubs. Arsenal preseason a little bit later. You know what I mean? I think we're probably the last team starting preseason. Yeah, we're probably the last team starting preseason. You understand? So it's been crazy. Chelsea has gone all black. Love their kit too. This ain't the first time Chelsea going all black. Chelsea go all black very often. I don't know. See, like they have issues there. They go all black very often. We'll keep growing and keep getting better. Yeah, we definitely will. We definitely will. It's kind of the limit, man. And as long as you're willing to learn, you will grow. You know what I mean? Growth comes from making mistakes and fixing them. You know what I mean? If a person don't make mistakes, there's no room to grow. So we will continue to experiment and we'll continue to fix the broken experiment and we'll continue to grow and make it better. You get me? Yeah, we will continue to do all of this until we are where we need to be. You know? This channel, and I keep on saying I'm gonna do the members only. So I can give you guys an insight of what went down for us to be where we are right now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll just stay true for that, man. It's coming. Lots of stuff coming. Lots of stuff coming. Lots of stuff coming. Good things take time. Y'all know that, right? Yeah. Good things take time. And we're being patient because we're being cautious and we want to make sure that we get it right. That's the stuff that we're trying to do. So it is what it is. But thank you guys for the support, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you guys for the time that you guys take out of your schedule to tune in to the channel. All right? It's been a pleasure. It's been fantastic. And we will do this again tomorrow. Day stream tomorrow. Let's hope that we get some proper news. Let's hope that we get a devastating bomber. Or we get a here we go about Gimaraj and Vini. Yeah. And Vini. So let's see. Hopefully. Good things take time. We will be one of the biggest here on YouTube in the years to come, no doubt about that. Yes, we will. We are working hard and we're working aggressively to make sure that we put ourselves in the position to be great. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, people. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You know what I mean? I appreciate the company. I appreciate the vibe. I appreciate the talk. And we'll see everybody again tomorrow. You know what I mean? We will see everybody again tomorrow. On behalf of the entire team, people, y'all are in tune to Riley's World. This is your boy Riley. And we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. As I said, hopefully, some proper transfer turn up, and we are good. But until then, big up on the damn self. You heard? Yes, I. Big up. That is it.